Now then.
Welcome back, my adoring public, to more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Last episode, we got through the first half of the second class trial. My primary suspect was Kaito, but things are going a little weird on that front. Pooh-hoo-hoo. It seems the voting is finished. Now then, let's see the result. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one?
The hell you saying?
Wait a second, what result? Voting time hasn't happened yet. Yes, it has. Don't you remember, Minosuke? No, it hasn't. You're the one who doesn't remember, Monotaro.
Uh-oh.
Aw, man, you're right. Silly me, I'm so forgetful.
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't expect you all to get so worked up over such a small lie. You kids are pretty gullible, huh?
Now then.
Well, anyway, let's just skip this trial and jump straight ahead to Chapter 3.
The hell you saying?
Wait a second, we don't know the culprit yet. Yeah, who killed Rontaro? That was Chapter 1's case. How can you be this forgetful? Monodom's got nothing to say. So, we just decided to blindly trust Maki and Kaito.
Another shocking truth revealed.
Back to square one.
Square one?
That's...
If square one, they wouldn't have got eaten by the competition.
After that terrible movie, they had no other choice.
Huh? Oh, are they talking about Square, like the game company?
Wow, what does that mean?
Yeah, what are you guys talking about right now?
It means he doesn't want to get involved in another pointless argument, like this one.
I don't know what they were even talking about, to be completely honest.
We shouldn't listen to anything Maki says. She's just gonna throw out more lies.
Kokichi, professional pot stirrer.
But if we don't ask her for more details, how will we know for sure?
Oh yeah,
I
actually no,
told
I
you
don't.
already, we don't need to. I hate liars. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
You're one to talk.
Right? Get out of here.
Maki, just ignore that lying little degenerate. We'll listen to what you have to say.
It must have been a little after midnight last night. He visited me at my research lab.
After midnight? Ryoma was alive that long?
He wanted me to show him the motive video that I received.
Really now? Why would he go after Maki's?
Motive video?
If Ryoma came to ask about that, does that mean you had his motive video?
As I recall, Ryoma had Maki's motive video, correct?
Yeah.
Does this mean you and Ryoma received one another's motive video?
That would suck, but it could totally happen.
Maybe. I actually didn't check the one I got, so I wouldn't know.
Maki didn't even look at it? Wait, no, she told us that. I don't know, it doesn't seem like... It seems like playing at a disadvantage, but I guess she had no intent of being part of the killing game, so why would she?
Maki admitted earlier that she hadn't checked her Cubs pad.
Yeah, she had mentioned that.
Then why did Ryoma think that Maki had his motive video?
We don't know what Ryoma's intent was when he went over to Maki.
If he went around asking at random, he might have asked some people besides Maki.
He never asked me. He probably never asked you guys either, right?
Then, who was it that told Ryoma about his Cubs pad?
Who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video? Probably Kokichi. It would have to be someone who knew who had each pad. Kokichi?
It's you!
Huh?
That would be Kokichi.
Yeah. Cubs pads, gotta catch them all. I even got the pads belonging to the people who aren't here. Now everyone can watch their motive video. And so he probably watched them all on his way back.
You saw the motive videos. Did you tell Ryoma that Maki had his?
Maybe Kokichi did it?
When males get this quiet, they're either caught in a lie or thinking dirty thoughts.
What happened then, Maki? After Ryoma asked you for his motive video?
I told Ryoma just to take it from my room. I keep my room unlocked.
Really? Whoa, dude, she was serious about not really participating in this, even when she sleeps?
Wow, Maki, that's super careless. Aren't you scared someone might kill you in your sleep?
No?
And then what happened?
That's weird. Maki is freaking weird, dude.
I don't know what happened after that. I'm not even sure if he saw his motive video. When he asked me, he said that he would show me my motive video in return. But I wasn't interested, so I declined. And that's pretty much it.
So mysterious.
So you don't even know if Ryoma saw his motive video? What a bunch of crap.
But the time frame is the most important part of her story.
If Maki met with Ryoma at nighttime, that proves he was still alive then. Which means, even though we don't have alibis from 8 to 10, Maki and me aren't suspects.
If that story is true.
Yeah, something definitely could have happened after that.
It's true.
Then why did you wait until now to bring that up?
It was really weird for you to sit on that for so long.
I didn't say anything until now because I wasn't in the mood to be suspected.
Suspected? What for?
Are you serious, Himiko?
Kirumi said it earlier. It seems that Ryoma and I had each other's motive videos. That's pretty fishy, right? So I didn't want to mention it to avoid suspicion.
We don't know that for certain, though.
You didn't say anything because you weren't in the mood?
It is quite selfish to keep this information hidden because you were not in the mood.
And coming from Kirumi, you know she lives what she's talking about. She was like, hey, I'm gonna give you guys all the details, even if it makes me look suspicious.
Well, whatever. Either way, let's just believe Maki.
Yes, yes! Those who believe shall be saved!
No, we need to wait. There is still more to confirm.
Well then, why don't we ask Kokichi?
Yeah, this is... Now my suspicions are kind of... I imagine Kokichi of being, like, making it to the end. I don't know why. He just seems like the type of Danganronpa character who would stir the pot and then never have anything really come back to bite him. But I guess he was ultra sus, like, this whole time.
Huh? What now?
But Kokichi should know who had whose.
You never answered my question. Were you the one who told Ryoma that Maki had his motive video?
Is that really important?
Yes, it is important. Because if Kokichi told Ryoma, it becomes more likely that Ryoma visited Maki during nighttime.
So, Kokichi could make her alibi, it could turn it into an alibi, have someone else corroborate that information.
I see. Kokichi's response may help corroborate Maki's testimony.
Now you understand why I don't want your charade. I want the truth.
Well, Kokichi, did you tell Ryoma?
Be like, we need him to tell the truth here, yeah. He can't just stay silent.
You said it earlier. I don't want to die, right? If you really don't want to die, then you better tell us the truth.
Here comes the dramatic turnabout. Now I'm the one pressured by Maki.
Is he sweating? He is.
Okay, it's true. I told Ryoma.
Just as I thought.
But that's not a bad thing, right? He wanted to know, so I told him.
Have you seen everyone's motive video?
I don't think he's seen everyone's, just most of ours.
No, not yet. I was gonna wait until we hosted like a movie screening party. I just checked who had whose so I could give them back to everyone after.
I see.
Anyway, if Kokichi told Ryoma that, then he must have gone to see Maki. That means Maki's telling the truth. Ryoma was alive during nighttime.
Yeah, but now I've got no primary suspects.
No, we cannot be too sure about that yet. Even if Ryoma and Maki did meet, it does not mean it was during nighttime yesterday.
So you still suspect me?
I mean, there's still a lot going on.
I am saying it could still be a possibility. If there is still a small chance of you being the culprit, then I cannot trust you entirely.
Yeah, she pretty much just said Ryoma came to see me at midnight, then I pretty much sent him to my room. Don't know what happened after that.
Because everyone's lives are at stake.
Then which is it? A lie or not lie?
She's not lying. Can't you tell just by looking at her?
No, not really.
If it was that easy, we'd be done by now. No, this is a world of lies and betrayal.
Himiko! It breaks my heart to hear you say depressing things!
But she knows what's up, though.
I find Maki's testimony suspicious. It's far too convenient for her.
This is difficult to determine.
Maki is lying. Like I said before, a liar like me knows their own kind.
But who could have killed Ryoma?
I'm not lying. I did meet up with Ryoma during nighttime. I'm telling the truth.
Is it a lie or the truth? This is the turning point. This will change the fate of this case. And I said I would believe in Kaito. And that means I believe in Maki. And that means believing in Maki. And that means I have to do it. I need us all on the same page. I have to change where this argument is going, just like Kaede did. Are we about to lie? It's like Maki alone, yeah.
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
Okay. Maki was standing guard in front of her lab last night. She stayed in her dorm room only during nighttime. Wait! This... During nighttime, Maki said she stays in her room. Do we have to lie about this?
What a load of crap!
Yeah.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
No.
Surely they would have come forward already.
If no one can prove that this meeting took place, then there is no reason to believe your testimony, I'm afraid.
Okay,
As
so
expected, Maki is lying to us. If you can't prove your claim, then it's the same as an outright lie.
Okay, so I think we've got to lie here. I can't say the two of them met now. It's too obvious a lie. So if I can convince them that Maki met up with someone...
I met with Ryoma the previous night.
What a load of crap!
Monokuma file, Gonta's account.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Okay.
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Did anyone see those two together?
I think... No. Why did you wait until now to reveal that you saw Ryoma? There was no reason to keep that information to yourself. Unless you are lying, that is. Dang.
Damn it!
Okay.
I met with
That was
Ryoma
too obvious a
the previous
lie.
night.
What a load of crap!
Gonta's account. Didn't notice Ryoma inside until the tanks were released. Insect meet and greet. The night before. Himiko and Angie were brought in 5 minutes. It's gotta be Maki alone then.
Maki only see Ryoma at night?
Yes, I didn't meet with anyone else.
Maybe we have to tell the lie to
see those two together?
Okay. Maybe have
Surely they
to
would have come forward already.
hit what's his face's statement with the lie.
Place.
Ugh, there we go.
I'll reveal the truth.
Perjury. There we go.
I might not be able to prove they met, but I can prove Maki wasn't alone.
There we go.
Oh, please explain.
Well, Kaito and I train together every night. And yesterday, because of the insect meet and greet, we started late.
Is he about to drag Kaito into his lie?
Huh? Ah, Kaito, don't worry. You don't have to say anything. Anyway, we were doing some frog squats on the school stairs when we heard two people talking.
Okay. So this is Kaito, so we're gonna get Kaito to join in too.
People talking?
We knew one of them was Maki, but we couldn't pick out the other one. But now that I think about it, it must have been Ryoma.
Okay, so it's a good thing we've got Kaito on our side now. And don't worry about me now considering Kaito on our side, even though he was our primary suspect. Just forget about all that stuff.
What?
Yeah, maybe. That was probably around midnight.
There you go, dude. Maki is like, okay.
Wait a minute. If you heard their voices, then that means...
So Ryoma and Maki did meet up.
No, hold up! Why'd you sit on that info for so long?
Because Maki didn't say anything.
Because until just now, I didn't think it was relevant. I had no reason to bring it up.
Now, we don't know if Maki was really talking to Ryoma, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing that we said that we weren't really sure what the other voice was. Because then it wouldn't have made sense that, like, there would have been no defending why we didn't say it before now, but...
That is true. If I knew for certain, I would have said so sooner.
Yep.
But considering the circumstances, I can't imagine it being anyone but Ryoma. None of us were talking to Maki last night, correct? So it must have been him.
And nobody say you suddenly remember talking to Maki. It's way too late for that.
And you two did not confirm who Maki was talking to at the time?
I'm, like, we can brush it off. Like, it didn't seem important. Like, we didn't think Ryoma was going to die.
If I overheard a conversation in the middle of the night, I surely would have checked.
Dang, that actually makes sense.
We are still part of a killing game after all.
Whoa, chill out. Why the scary face? That was my bad, but it's not really manly to eavesdrop, you know? I wouldn't do something so uncool.
Anyway, I know that we heard those voices. Maki is not lying.
There we go.
Then Gonta will believe friends.
Even though you really shouldn't, because we keep lying to you guys, but it's okay.
You're gonna believe him? Just like that? But Shuichi has no reason to lie.
Yes. If his lie leads us to the wrong culprit, he will join us in eternal sleep. Unless he wishes for death, we should be able to believe him.
That's right. You can believe me.
And Kaito.
Yeah, you're right. I'll believe him too. Belief shall set you free.
Get out of here, Angie.
I'd be so surprised if Shuichi was a liar. Especially after we believed him for so long.
You would think we're lying, wouldn't you, Kokichi?
We wouldn't be able to trust anyone anymore. Well, it's not like he's lying anyway.
Yeah, he knows.
All right, that proves it then. Ryoma was still alive during nighttime. In other words, me and Maki aren't suspects anymore.
But I guess that means everyone's alibis no longer matter, yes?
Yup, the insect meet and greet is totally, like, it's totally divorced from anything now.
So, everyone is culprit again?
I don't know.
So, we're right back where we started. What a pain.
However, it should be clear now that the crime occurred after nighttime began.
Yeah, I had expected that he died way before then.
But then when was Ryoma's body placed inside the piranha tank?
Well, the gym is locked at nighttime, so it must have been the next morning, but...
That's not possible. Himiko and I were at the gym, remember?
But then Ryoma's body could have gotten in there through different means.
So did we buck up by thinking the body got stuffed into the piranha tank?
No, that definitely happened, but I think there was some sort of mechanism that got him in there, rather than anyone physically doing it.
I don't think so. We have evidence to prove that's what happened.
Then when did the culprit throw the body into the piranha tank?
When did Ryoma's body get placed in the piranha tank? Maki was with Ryoma around midnight, so it couldn't have been before nighttime. And if it couldn't have been the morning after, that leaves...
The only time they could have done it was during nighttime, huh?
So that must have been why there was a rope tied to the inner tube. Because if Ryoma's body was there, in order for them to move it around, they wouldn't have been able to enter the pool because that would have been an exisal execution.
Did you forget the gym's not open at nighttime, dick cheese?
Dick cheese?
But that's the only possibility, because by morning we were already at the gym.
It may be possible they slipped by without you noticing.
No one can slip by me. I'm known far and wide as the snoozing sorceress.
She does sound sleepy all the time, so...
What a terrible title for a guard.
Are you positive that you did not see it? You cannot enter the gym at nighttime.
Himiko would have seen it. She might strike out, but she always keeps her eye on the ball.
I don't even play baseball.
Just take the compliment.
But we can't disobey school rules, right? The body was probably moved in the morning.
Calm down, everyone. Gonta sure if we discuss disagreement.
I see through your arguments. Disagreement?
Sorry, is he about to make us debate scrum?
What? A disagreement? You mean you're split down the middle again? Then the Ultimate Academy is proud to present its very own more phenomenal trial grounds! Yippee! We've been waiting for this!
I do like the debate scrum minigame, so...
Jeez, we gotta do that whole crazy thing again?
It seems like our opinions are split on this matter. But if we focus on the evidence, the facts will become clear. All I have to do is show them and make them accept it. If I can't get them to see the truth now, my lie would have been for nothing. I won't fail. Alright. Split opinion. There are fewer of us now, though. Oh yeah, only the 13 participants. Soon to be 12. I really don't know who it could be right now, though. Kaito was my primary suspect, but he is 100% gone. As from that list. Well. When was the body put in the piranha tank? The next morning, during nighttime.
Did the culprit move the body just before the morning announcement?
Angie!
I was in front of the gym with the others, before the announcement.
Is it not possible you simply missed the culprit?
Himiko!
We were right in front of the door. There's no way we could have missed them.
Remember, the rules state that you can't enter the gym at night.
Kaito!
Rules probably don't apply to corpses, you know.
The piranha tank is too far from the gym's entrance.
I've got this! You might be able to reach the tank from the window above the stage.
Tell him.
But pool next to gym also off limits at night.
Maki!
Entering the pool at night's what's off limits, not the pool area itself.
But should we trust Maki's testimony in the first place?
No, but...
Tenko!
It's okay, because we have Shuichi's testimony too.
Oh, right, this bit.
Oh no!
Just a bit more. We can't give up until everyone is convinced. Okay, I was definitely mashing the wrong thing. There we go. No. Oh. There we go. Nice. Whew.
It's true that you cannot enter the gym at nighttime, but a corpse could. I am positive that the window was how the culprit moved the body.
Yeah, you can go from Ryoma's showering area to the pool area to the gym.
That window's higher than the piranha tank, and it's pretty close by. Curtains might have been closed, but the window was open the whole investigation.
That means it was certainly possible to put the body in the piranha tank from the window.
I don't know who could have done it, dude.
However, I'm also positive the pane dividing the piranha tank was set up beforehand.
That certainly couldn't be tossed in. It would need to be placed carefully.
Or tampered with so that if you put Ryoma's body on one particular side of it, it would just flow down.
Even if the culprit were to throw the body from outside the window, the window is far too high. It cannot be reached from the floor.
Ryoma was small. Gonta could have chucked him easy.
But I don't think Gonta had anything to do with this.
Yes, but Gonta wouldn't do that. Gentlemen not chuck dead bodies.
That's true.
Being a gentleman has nothing to do with it.
I know! They used the ladder in the gym! You tested it out while you were investigating, Shuichi. That ladder reached the window, right?
Just barely, and we were already on top of the stage. It wouldn't be tall enough from the other side.
So the culprit just needed to put the body through the window to pull it off, right?
No, I don't think that method is possible. Because the ladder doesn't reach the window.
That's it!
Yeah, not on its own.
The only reason the ladder reached the window was because it was on the stage. If you used the ladder on the pool side, it would not quite make it. The ladder could barely reach the window when it was on the stage.
Nothing?
And there is nothing on the pool side of the gym as tall as the stage.
Yeah, you can't move that diving board, so... Oh, the diving
Finally,
board.
the ladder was found in the gym, correct?
Which means that was the last place it was in.
If the culprit used the ladder on the pool side, we wouldn't have found it in the gym.
And they couldn't have thrown the ladder back through the window because it's too heavy.
Unless it's Gonta, but nah.
Then Gonta used his tard strength to throw the ladder or the body or something.
That's so mean!
Gentlemen not throw dead bodies. Or ladders.
She just...
The body could not have been thrown into the piranha tank to begin with.
Okay, dang. That's so mean!
It would need to be placed carefully to prevent the glass pane from shifting.
Got it, Musclehead? Even if we injected tons of steroids into you, it'd be impossible.
Sorry, you're right.
You didn't need to apologize, Gonta.
Yeah, you were saying you wouldn't have done it.
How the culprit moved the body from the window. Ha! You guys don't even know that? What a bunch of dimwits.
Please enlighten us, luminary of the stars.
Do you have the answer then?
But of course. Tell him, Shuichi. Blow him all away with the truth.
Way to pass the buck!
I actually don't know that yet.
Huh. Okay. Definitely a little bit of a shaking with conventions, but okay.
What?
How are you gonna talk a big game and then expect us to back you up, dude? We don't know either.
The culprit definitely moved the body through the window, but I don't know how.
Seriously?
Serves you right. You just made a fool out of yourself after acting all high and mighty.
Can't even argue with that.
Dudes just need to shut up and take their licks.
What are we gonna do, Shuichi? We gotta figure this out or we're done for. Hey, you gotta do something, Shuichi.
What is he doing?
I know. I have to do something, but...
I don't know what to do. I haven't figured that out yet. Damn it. Am I really not good enough? Am I no good as a detective? I can't do this. I can't.
I don't think it really matters how the body got into the piranha tank.
Really? I thought that was integral to how this worked. What?
Gonta thinks it matter. We won't know culprit's trick unless we figure out.
Yeah, it has to do with the whole nighttime thing, how they moved it around.
We're getting sidetracked. It doesn't matter how it was done, just who did it. We shouldn't focus on where we found the body. Instead, we need to focus on where he was killed.
Oh, that's right. We haven't even established that, and that was like one of the main things.
Where he was killed?
Wouldn't it be more efficient if we focused on the murder scene instead?
Huh.
Yes, that's it.
You know, I'm going to guess that whoever wrote this scenario probably couldn't come up with an actual way that his body made it over there. So they're like, let's just say screw it.
We were so caught up in where the body was found, when we should have been thinking about where the murder occurred.
The murder scene would definitely have more clues about the culprit. Why didn't anyone realize this yet? That's strange.
Kokichi knew. He just didn't say anything.
Perhaps the culprit steered the conversation away from that topic.
Then, culprit is someone in this room.
Really, Gota? Come on! That's important to remember. It's not as if everyone here wants to find the truth. I don't remember. Well, I was on that track too, dude. I thought it was extremely important to establish that, but yeah, that crack on Ryoma's skull, completely lost sight of that. One of us is trying to sabotage this trial.
Well then, let's discuss the crime scene to figure out who the culprit is.
It's Kokichi. Well, not the culprit, but Kokichi is the one who's actively sabotaging it.
That's not a bad idea for a robot. The last time I heard such a good idea was when Nino told me to move in with her under the bridge to get out of the cold.
What is she talking about?
Himikawa under the bridge?
What the heck is this a reference to? If we can determine where this all started, we can determine how it ended. Yes, it's much too soon to quit. The trial has only just begun.
Thank you, Maki. That was a helpful insight.
I can't believe you didn't notice that. I guess that's why you're still an apprentice.
Jeez, way to rub it in. Yeah. Alright. Non-stop debate. What are our truth bullets here? The black piece of fabric!
First, let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
No.
Ryoma was...
Pool rules. Entering the pool is prohibited during nighttime, so it definitely didn't happen there.
relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
But the
'Cause he was
cause of
already
death
dead.
was drowning.
Yeah,
There's
but...
nothing in his room that could collect enough water.
He's got a toilet, doesn't he?
Oh my god.
Drown in toilet? Impossible.
Someone said I...
Consider places where water is stored.
The
I
only
mean-
place that fits is the pool.
No.
Even if you use magic, there's no other way.
Okay. The victim's body was discovered in the gym. Cause of death was drowning.
Well, it must be the pool then.
Nope.
Nah, that little turd drowned in the toilet.
No.
Shut your mouth, you noisy sow.
Ah, Sal!
We can agree with that? The cause of death is a certainty. Ryoma drowned in water. The pool seems like the obvious answer, but I have my doubts.
First,
Okay, a piece of fabric that was floating in the pool. At first glance, it looked like trash.
let's establish the crime scene.
Wasn't it the dorm room?
Maybe...
Ryoma was relaxing in his room when he got attacked.
Okay, the pool
But
rules.
the cause of death was drowning.
When someone says that the pool
There's
is where
nothing in his
it
room that could
happened,
collect
we can
enough
use
water.
that. You can't enter that
Got a
afterwards.
toilet, doesn't he?
And he was alive after
Drown in toilet?
he was alive
Impossible.
after nighttime
should
started.
consider places
So
where
it couldn't
water
have
is
happened
stored.
then.
The only
Alright.
place that fits...
Nope.
That's wrong!
All right.
The pool could not have been the scene of the murder. Ryoma was killed at nighttime.
Yep, and you can't enter the pool unless you want to die via Exisal.
No swimming is allowed at nighttime, so a living person could not have gone in.
Yep, a dead body is fine because it's just an object. But if a living person entered the pool, I think I might cry.
While you're killing them?
Cry as loud as you want. I'll cry with you. We can spend the night together crying. In the morning after, I'll write goodbye on your mirror in lipstick before I quietly leave.
What is she talking about?
Only after you leave do I realize how much you really mean to me.
Oh my god.
Quit being so gloomy. This is the year of the Jets. Fuck the Patriots.
With such conviction!
Anyway, we can conclude it's impossible for him to have drowned in the pool.
Honestly, I don't even know what team he's talking about. I don't know if it's baseball or football or whatever. But it was funny.
Where was Ryoma killed if not pool? Is there other place where water can be stored?
Where was Ryoma killed? I know there's some kind of clue. Marked window frame? I've no clue what you mean. Such confusing arguments will only bring about your doom.
Damn it!
Okay. That ended badly. Square glass pane. What clue shows where Ryoma was killed? The scratched sink?
This is it!
Okay, it was either that or the scratched handcuffs.
The sink in Ryoma's lab. There were distinct scratch marks on it.
Oh, maybe Ryoma was trying to fight his drowner.
Scratch marks on the sink?
And I believe those scratches were caused by...
the scratched handcuffs?
This is it!
Okay, that's how they fit together.
The handcuffs. They were scratched as well, correct?
Oh yeah, sort of looked like they'd been scraped against something.
Man.
There's also the fact that the handcuffs were from Ryoma's lab.
There's probably not too much to the fact that one of the nails is bent out of shape.
The marks on the sink came from the handcuffs in the same room. The size and shape of the scratches are consistent with the handcuffs, I'm sure.
How did those handcuffs get from the lab to the water tank?
Those are the ones that were on, those are the ones that were on his wrists.
Because Ryoma was wearing them, right?
Yes, though they were only visible for a brief moment when Ryoma appeared in the tank.
Yeah. 100% dead.
I am certain he was wearing the handcuffs at the time.
The handcuffs were left after the piranhas devoured Ryoma.
So the culprit handcuffed Ryoma and drowned him in his lab's sink.
Ryoma must have been pretty yummy. They chomped up his entire body. Arms, legs, brain.
Oh, come on.
Saying disgusting things. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, you're talking about one of the coolest guys in the game.
That crunchy texture with the fatty parts just right. Then when they bite down, it gushes.
What kind of a creep is this dude?
Stop! Please stop!
But how did culprit handcuff Ryoma? He could have used Shuichi method to get away, unless someone ambushed him?
Yeah, they would have had to get the drop on him because evading him is probably not super easy.
It's possible they knocked him out before handcuffing him. Though there's no way we can be sure, now that he's not but bones.
I doubt he was ambushed. I'm pretty sure the culprit got Ryoma by... whoops. Don't pay attention to little old me. I'm just talking to myself.
He's figured it out, he just doesn't want to say.
When you talk to yourself, pretend you're eating and chew with your mouth closed.
So she's like, don't say anything?
Otherwise, you'll get a mouthful of peanut butter squid. It's so disgusting you'll laugh.
What the heck is she talking about?
So we all agree Ryoma was drowned in the sink in his lab, right?
We're just not even gonna acknowledge that she said anything just now.
That sink could have held enough water to do it for sure.
All right, I'm calling it. The crime scene is Ryoma's fucking research lab.
Yeah, makes sense.
But how did the culprit carry his body to the gym from there?
He didn't, he just chucked him into the pool area. But then, that still presents the logistical issue of how he went from the pool area to the piranha tank, which is why I thought it was important, but whatever.
Isn't Ryoma's lab on the 3rd floor of the academy?
It's actually not far at all. Although, perhaps it's more accurate to say there's a shortcut.
The window?
Was there a shortcut?
What shortcut between Ryoma's lab and the gym did the culprit use? Here we go.
There!
At least that one was straightforward.
The shortcut is the window in Ryoma's lab.
Never forget that Candyland's section where you have to pick out the picture in the second game. Oh my freaking god, dude. You have to pick like a negative space between two different areas. It was dumb.
The window?
That's right. None of the windows in this school open. except the one in Ryoma's lab.
Because it doesn't lead to freedom at all.
And on top of that, the window faced the pool. You could see the gym straight across.
Do you think the culprit dropped Ryoma's body into the pool area from the lab window? Then they could have thrown the body into the piranha tank through the gym window. How's that? Mission complete!
Your explanation contradicts some things we discussed earlier.
Yeah, the fact that no one can enter the pool.
The gym window was too high to reach from the pool side, even if one used the ladder.
That's right! I apologize! I must go on a journey to reflect on this!
You can save the journey for later.
We keep hitting dead ends, since we don't know how the body was thrown into the gym.
Well, that didn't really give us any info about the crime.
Maki. Not necessarily. We learned a lot of important information. Now that I'm sure the scene of the crime was Ryoma's lab, the case is becoming clearer. To determine how the body got from the crime scene to where it was found, I have to figure out how to get from the 3rd floor window to the gym. And then, alright then, I have to analyze the possible methods and find the most likely. Okay, when you have to deduce how things are connected, Psyche Taxi will start up. So this is like the mental dive, I think it was, from the last game. The objective of this mode is to gather the letter cubes lying around to form the question. Use the X button to accelerate and the left stick to move left and right. By picking up letter cubes floating around, you can complete the question. Once you've completed the question, you head toward the escort that has the correct answer. If it's the right answer, they'll get in your car. If it's the wrong answer, something bad happens. Also, there will be other cars on the road. If you hit those, you will take focus energy damage. If it's getting dangerous, use R1 to concentrate, stay calm, and avoid them. Please drive safely, and enjoy the ride. Please respond at your earliest convenience. I'm not certain. Hey. What? Do we just have to... Why is that Tenko on the side of the thing? Bro. Huh? Brought... The rope! The rope brought from the thing! Okay, yeah. Was... The body was brought from where? Okay. The body... Why is Tenko on the thing? Okay, the body was brought from where? It's speeding us up. And now we need to pick up a passenger. Thinking time. Lab window. So this one? Oh, okay, cool. Oh, we need to speed back up. Alright. And is that it? The lab window? Oh, okay, we've got another question. Next question, there we go. So this is it. They just changed it up. That's cool. Okay, So the rope probably had something to do with it, though. But we just have to gather these letter cubes. There we go. A. The... Oh, whoops. The... something. The body... was brought to the gym from where? Oh, the pool. And who's Angie? There we go. Oh. The body was brought to the gym from where? Is it... Okay. I don't... The body was brought to the gym from... the gym window. Yeah. That's what makes the most sense. There we go. And now we got one more passenger to pick up, looks like. Next question. Wow, this is freaking long. Oh, here we go. Still, we have nothing to piece together the question from. Who's on the thing, though? Is that... I'm trying to see who's on the, billboards. Cars, you don't have to worry about. Oh, just gotta get a little bit behind them. There we go. Who, how something. Dang, can we get... There we go. Nice. How was the... something? How was it moved from the classroom to the gym window? We don't know. How was it moved from the classroom to the gym window? Maybe from window to window via the pool. Via the pool? No. From window to window. So they disregarded the pool altogether? Huh. That's it. Lab window, gym window, from window to window. Huh. Well, alright then.
Got it. Ryoma's body was moved directly from his lab to the gym.
Directly? Don't tell me they threw the body from window to window.
That must be what that inner tube... Okay, I was thinking too low. The inner tube was much higher in the air when Ryoma's body was inside of it.
I mean, we're talking about a body. It's not like tossing a baseball, you know.
No, I don't believe he was thrown. But perhaps another way.
What do you mean another way? There's no other way to move it.
The culprit must have used some kind of equipment.
Huh? Equipment?
The inner tube.
With this equipment, they can connect the two windows and move the body to the gym.
Equipment to connect the windows. I believe it was found near the body. Yep, the rope.
There!
That and the
rope found behind the gym stage could have been used to connect the windows.
And then the wire for the net was what was also used, I'm sure.
Oh, there was a mysterious mystery about that rope that only Atua can reveal.
Is Angie about to say some new information?
What mysterious mystery? During last night's preparations for the show, that rope was in the wing of the stage. But the next morning, the rope had been moved backstage for some reason.
And I can totally see why she didn't think this was super pertinent information, but...
It's a mysterious mystery. Only Atua knows the answer.
So, during nighttime, someone used the rope, then threw it into the gym window?
So they did use the rope. That's how they bridged the distance between both windows.
Using some sort of pulley system, probably.
Is the rope long enough to reach both windows?
No, Oh, okay.
The rope is roughly 65 feet in length. As for the distance between the windows...
Yeah.
According to the sign at the pool, the width of the pool is roughly 35 feet. And the distance from the edges of the pool to the windows is an additional 16 feet. Altogether, the sum total length from one window to the other is roughly 50 feet.
And pool is only thing between research lab and gym windows.
You bet it's long enough.
That's what she said.
Get out of here.
Wait, who said that?
Tsumugi, you can leave with her.
Even if the rope was long enough, wouldn't it be pretty hard to tie them to the windows?
That does pose a logistical issue.
Both windows were too high to reach. It would be like tying a rope from one cliff to another.
If the windows were closer together, then they could toss the rope across. But they're not.
No,
Going to think it would work. Just need one more rope.
But how do you still physically do the tying? We know what the other rope would be, but...
Another rope. There was only one, though.
Oh, then it impossible.
No,
Sorry.
dude. Believe in yourself, Gonta, because you're on the right path. No, I'm sure there was another rope. Or at least something that could be used as rope. Yep, where is it at? It was probably one of our, the last things we... Yep, here we go, tennis net cable.
This is it!
One of the later clues we picked
The
up.
tennis net cable from Ryoma's lab could serve as a rope.
How long is it?
About 50 feet or so. But how do they use it?
Okay, so...
Gonta's about to put together some testimony?
First, culprit hang rope outside of one window. Then, culprit move to other side and tie cable to other window.
Huh.
Then, after tying to each window, culprit tie rope and cable together.
Ah, the inner tube, that's how that works. But no, you'd still be able to swim if it wasn't nighttime. You can't even enter the pool area after nighttime. Or maybe the culprit moved into Ryoma's research lab afterwards so they could still exit?
That how culprit make one rope that reach both windows.
Wow, that's amazing, Gonta. You're so knowledgeable.
Yeah, dude, you put that together really nicely.
It's nothing. Going to use ropes a lot when looking for bugs.
Even if they did connect the windows with a rope, they can't carry a body on just that.
Eureka! I got it!
Thomas Edison once said that genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration.
Really? Huh.
But in my case, it's 100% inspiration!
You get it. Just tell us already.
They handcuffed the body to the rope and slid it from one window to the other, like Tarzan!
That is plausible.
The body would reach the gym window, but it wouldn't land in the piranha tank. Stop making such dumbass comments and keep your smelly breath in your dirty mouth.
Christ, dude! Bruh.
Tarzan?
That's what you got out of that whole exchange?
But they also had to put the body in the piranha tank after they moved it, huh?
That is not feasible with just one rope.
Maybe the rope wasn't the only equipment the culprit used.
Was there anything else that we found, though? Not just the rope.
Well, anyway, it would have been pretty difficult to get that body in the piranha tank. They wouldn't just throw it. The trick was a super crucial part of the culprit's plan. The culprit must have carefully placed the body into the tank with their own hands. But is there really a way to do that?
Is that really how it happened, though?
Kokichi, are you hinting at something?
Huh? Hint? What hint? Don't confuse me with your talk of hinting hints.
You're confusing me. You were definitely onto something. It's true that the culprit needed to place the body directly into the piranha tank. If the body were to fall, the culprit would not have been able to retrieve it. They would have only had one shot at it, no second chances. So obviously the culprit would have wanted to put the body in the tank carefully, meaning they would have wanted to get as close to the window as possible. The problem is, how did they get near it? All that we know right now is that there was a rope that connected the windows. Somehow, the culprit used that to move the body and were close to the window themselves. To make that work, they had to have used something else. But what would that be? What could they have done?
All right, Shuichi. The stage is finally set.
Is he about to try to set us up for another coup de grace?
What?
Listen up. Do a good job here, and I'll be able to put an end to this trial.
What do you mean?
It all starts with you. You be the opening act, and I'll be the main event. And then together, we're gonna save everyone.
Together?
You got this. After all, you are my sidekick. I believe in you, so I'm gonna leave the rest to you.
Yeah.
Huh. So, okay, I can do this. I will solve this mystery and show everyone the truth. This is the main event. Something was used with the rope to move the body between the windows. Think. Come on, think! Hangman's Gambit start. P. I don't know what it could have been. O? Or maybe, was it rope? R. Rope? Oh, what's green? E. Okay, so rope is the red peas. Rope. Rope. Rope what? Rope. What? I don't know what it could. Rope. Ropeway? Rope. Let's try getting an A then. Ropeway? What is a ropeway? Oh, ropeway, the bridge. I thought ropeway was like some sort of weird extension or something. Huh.
Yes, that's it. The culprit used something like a ropeway to move the body.
Or is a ropeway an actual thing and not just the rope bridge we were talking about?
A ropeway, huh? Are you sure about that?
What is that? I've never heard that word in my life.
Wow, you got drain damage or something?
This chick.
You'd need some kind of vessel to use on a ropeway, and we don't have that!
Oh, is it like those things that, like rock climbers and stuff hang from? No, there definitely was. The culprit used it to move the body along the rope. In scenes where you have to deduce an image, Mind Mine will begin. In this mode, the objective is to dig up the answer. At the beginning, the answer will be completely covered by pieces. Use the left stick to move the cursor and erase the pieces with the X button. Pieces will be erased when two or more of the same color connect. The adjacent pieces will then change color in the following order: white, pink, yellow, white. If you do it right, you can remove all the pieces from an object. The trick is to predict how the adjacent pieces will change. When all the pieces on top of an object are gone, you can select the object as the answer. If you select the wrong object, your influence gauge will take damage. If there's just one piece left, you can press the X button repeatedly to break it. But that will incur a timed penalty, so don't just button mash. It might sound complicated, but trust me, you'll get it as you play. Thank you for your understanding. Alright. Mind Mine. So all these are pink now. Huh. Pinks. Oh, the inner tube! That's what that was for. Huh. Okay. So this is... Ooh. Nope. Don't want to just break it. And then... Oh, crap. So we're going to be incurring quite the time penalty with those, but... Save those for later then. Oh, crap. I see where the real strategy of this comes in at now. Two of these. 4 of those. Oh, crap, dude. Hopefully the time penalties aren't too bad. What was it? White, pink, yellow, white? Okay, cool. You've got no more pairs left. Here we go. The inner tube. But I got a mental. I just never knew it was
the
called
inner tube. The rubber inner tube we found floating in the pool.
See, I never put a name to that particular item. I never thought about it before now.
The inner tube?
Remember the inner tube we found in the pool with a rope on one side?
Yeah.
Maybe the rope was originally tied on both sides.
See, this whole time I thought Ryoma's body was kept in there so that the culprit could move it between rooms without having to actually get in the water. But even entering the pool is a death sentence, so that threw that out of the way. But that could also be a way that it was used.
The culprit made a ropeway by hanging the tube from the rope connecting the windows. And because the third floor window is higher up, gravity would have pushed the inner tube along. The inner tube is made of sturdy rubber as well. It could have supported 2 people.
So someone carried Ryoma's dead body.
The culprit used the ropes and the inner tube to construct a rudimentary ropeway, and used it to move themselves and Ryoma's body from the lab to the gym.
Huh.
Once through the gym window, the culprit stood on the inner tube to move the body. Either that, or the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. That way would be more stable and let them handle the corpse more carefully. Finally, they removed the rope from the window frame and left the scene.
Yeah.
Well, when you put it like that, it certainly sounds possible. But wow, a ropeway!
But the whole thing, if Ryoma died after midnight, does entering the pool in that particular way not incur a death penalty? I'm not...
You say the culprit placed their foot on the windowsill. Isn't that against school rules?
Really?
It would count as entering the gym, would it not?
Last time we got asked that question, we decided it was okay.
So someone inquired about that to the Mono Cubs.
Sticking your body through the window is an automatic out, but standing on the sill is...
Wait, who asked you last time?
That would be the culprit, obviously.
Eh?
It is quite possible that the culprit went to you to confirm the details of their plan.
You think do you really think the Mono Cubs are just allowed to tell us?
Oh, shit!
Way to put your foot in your mouth.
His foot? Monosuke just unhinged his jaw and swallowed his entire leg!
Cut it out! I can't write this off as a joke if you two keep freaking out about it.
You can just really just say we're not gonna tell you, and then everything is gonna keep going like normal.
Then your little slip-up is actually the truth!
Yeah, Monokuma's not gonna be happy with Monosuke.
Pops?
He is. That is not the kind of silence you want.
Uh-oh. Daddy's mad at you now.
Huh?
Don't look at me. This is what you get for acting like a big shot all the time.
Stop. Do not bully Monosuke.
Huh?
No more blaming each other. Everybody makes mistakes.
Let's all listen to Monodome.
I want us all to get along.
There we go. He's extending an olive branch.
Monodome's right.
Monosuke, you better thank Monodome. Less attitude and more gratitude. Got it?
He's not happy.
Man, the trial was just getting fun. Why you gotta ruin it with that slip-up? But I guess now we know Shuichi's logic is right on the money.
Entering the windowsill is or putting your foot on the windowsill is okay.
So culprit really used ropeway to move body?
Yeah, they used the ropeway to move with the body from window to window.
Ropeway murder? That's some crazy-ass shit!
It always is in these games, dude.
But if the mechanism was that complicated, wouldn't it be hard to put it all away?
Not necessarily. All one must do is detach the rope from the window after using the ropeway.
And then...
Then, after returning to Ryoma's lab, one could retrieve the rope from that side.
Really? Oh.
Tossing the rope into the gym from the pool window would be the final step.
And something much more doable than doing it to a body.
I see. The rope was thrown from the window. That's why we found it there.
Huh.
With that method, the culprit must have made numerous trips from Ryoma's lab to the pool.
Which is why the crime was committed during nighttime, while we all slumbered.
But if the culprit was so careful to recover the rope they used to commit the crime...
Wait, I thought we couldn't enter the pool for any reason whatsoever. What?
Crime? Why did they leave the inner tube in the pool?
I believe that was an accident.
An accident?
Yes. When the culprit was taking down the inner tube, they accidentally dropped it.
Ah, okay, this is where the can't enter the pool thing came from. So I guess being above the pool area doesn't matter?
Then why did the culprit leave it in the pool?
The reason the culprit left it in the pool is obvious. It was nighttime.
That's it!
Yep.
Even if they wanted to get it, they couldn't, because this took place at nighttime.
I see. They couldn't get the inner tube because swimming is prohibited at nighttime.
But couldn't they have used the rope to fish it out?
Not necessarily. You see, the water level in that pool is so low.
Right.
Even if one tried to draw in the inner tube using the rope, the steep angle the rope would be at would make it nigh impossible.
It'd be different if they used a pole, but there's no way a rope would work.
Even if inner tube was closer to pool edge, water's still too low to drag tube in.
All right.
Sounds like a lot of work. I can see why they just left it there.
But it's still, why were they even inside of the pool area? I thought you couldn't enter the pool at all.
Yeah, it would take too long. And they would have been busted if someone saw them.
And by pool, I mean like the pool, like the building that houses the pool.
Ha! What kind of clumsy dipshit drops an inner tube and can't retrieve it? Let me tell you, this culprit's a real fucking amateur.
No, actually. Save for that one mistake, this was the perfect crime.
If Maki had never met up with Ryoma at nighttime, it might have been the end for us.
Yeah, Kokichi.
Well, I still don't know if Maki is telling the truth or not.
Shut up.
Maki's like, drop it already, dude.
Personally, I find this culprit frighteningly thorough. Such a bold, beautiful plan. I never even imagined there was a ropeway. Oh, respect begins to bloom in my heart for this wonderfully cruel culprit.
Which is all fine and dandy, but we're not trying to get killed by them.
What are you, stupid? Don't respect the culprit.
No, respecting the culprit's intelligence is crucial in solving this case. We're so close. We're just one step away from the truth.
Now, we just need to figure out who the culprit is.
But of course, it would be pointless to unravel this mystery otherwise.
Do we have to pick someone now?
So, who is it?
I've got no suspects!
Looks like it's time for me to start the main event.
Oh, okay.
But my sidekick here is on a roll right now, so I'll let him take this one.
Thanks for nothing, Kaito.
Okay.
You're just pushing everything onto Shuichi because you don't know yourself.
Hey now, no need to state the obvious.
Well, Shuichi, do you already know who the culprit is?
Yes, I have a good idea of who the culprit is.
Hey, Shuichi, are you hesitating again?
Because I don't really know. What?
Come on, man, there's no need for that. Like I said, you're my sidekick. I take responsibility for any mistakes my sidekick makes. So use those skills of yours I believe in to shove the truth down their throats.
You believe in my detective skills?
That's right. I'm gonna leave it all to you, Shuichi.
Yeah, I need to believe in my detective work. This whole setup would have had to have been prepared in the gym well beforehand. Knowing that narrows the list of suspects. Kirumi? Maybe it was her?
It has to be you!
Really?
There's one more thing I still have to confirm. But Kirumi is the prime suspect.
Honestly, I was thinking Kokichi and then Tsumugi next down. I don't know, Tsumugi just wasn't saying a whole lot. I didn't expect... Oh, that's random to me. If Shuichi hadn't have said that one thing right beforehand, dude, we would have had a repeat of the last time we did this.
Me?
What? Kirumi?
Yeah! That's random, dude! She didn't seem like she had any reason to.
Oh, so Kirumi is the culprit.
That is not yet a certainty. Let us hear her testimony first.
Yeah, we need to know more.
Is this true, Kirumi?
I cannot believe you would suspect me. If that is the case, then I will have to deny it. I will not let you make the wrong choice.
Dang, dude, and she was like my favorite female ultimate in this game, too.
The wrong choice?
If you do believe it is me, are you prepared to stand by that decision? I will refute your accusations with all my might, for everyone's sake.
Okay. Non-stop debate. Alibis for yesterday.
I, of course, am not the culprit.
Okay, first of all, Shuichi, Kibo, Kyo, Tsumugi, and Tenko, the meet and greets. Kokichi, Kirumi was in the gym until a little before 9 with Himiko and Angie. From 9 to 10, she was with Kokichi. She was in the gym alone for around 5 minutes. That's it.
The crime was committed at nighttime.
Yep.
And you have no alibi, do you?
Yeah.
An alibi for nighttime? I believe most of us do not have one.
That's true.
I have evidence that proves you're the culprit.
Do you think we would fall for such nonsense?
The trick relied on complex mechanisms to work.
Huh.
But someone like you could be skilled enough to pull it off.
Preposterous. That could have been done by anyone.
Maybe. Okay.
That's wrong!
Kirumi, though? This is random!
No. The only person who could have prepared this murder is Kirumi.
She was totally 100% went like absolutely off my radar. If I were Shuichi in this situation, everybody would have died. I never suspected her like at all. Oh, she was in the gym for 5 minutes beforehand with nobody there, and she was helping out the whole time with Angie and Himiko? Nah, she had nothing to do with it. Like in hindsight, those make her seem really suspect, but...
Well, the preparations in the gym in any case.
And why do you believe that?
Before the culprit could put the body into the tank, several steps needed to be taken.
Like tying the rope to the gym window and putting a partition in the piranha tank.
That's right. Ryoma's body entered the gym from the window, but that required preparation. That could only have been done when Kirumi was by herself in the gym before nighttime.
And they're definitely bucking conventions, dude, because, like, different genders murdering each other is not super common. Well, until this game wasn't super common.
But Kirumi was alone in the gym for only like 5 minutes.
Not enough time for the whole murder, but enough time to set it up. Enough time to tie the rope on the window frame and put the pain in the piranha tank.
This is my selfless devotion.
Wow, dude. She's really not trying to go down like that.
While I do understand where you are coming from, I assure you this is just a part of your petty imagination. An empty theory created from nihilism.
Really? Rebuttal showdown, truth battle, let's go. Marked window frame, black piece of
If it was solely
fabric.
the rope and partition, I suppose 5 minutes might be enough time. I accept that. However, the crux of your argument is not but a guess. You continue to force the facts to conform to your misguided When you consider that the crux of your argument is faulty, your entire case falls apart.
But you're saying it's faulty, not telling us why it's faulty, though.
What do you mean by crux of the argument? How is it just a guess?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor with, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words, it is just a guess. And then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Okay, the marked window frame is it then. This is the conclusion we reached together. It's not just a guess. I have evidence on my side, and I'll show her.
I am referring to the rope. Now,
Right.
with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this happened.
Oh, crap. Okay. How does that prove I used the rope? I failed to see your point. Okay. I made a mistake. I need to think it over again.
I am referring
So
to
the
the
black
rope.
piece of fabric?
Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened.
Is this it?
I was wrong!
Crap.
I
What
am
the heck?
referring to
Tennis net cable. The wire's around 50 feet.
the rope.
Alibis for yesterday. Marked window frame. Black piece of fabric.
Now, with that rope,
Oh, there we go.
it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor window, but there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In other words,
Crap,
it is
dude.
just a guess, and then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess.
It's got
It is
to be
nothing
marked
more than
window frame.
deception.
I don't know what happened that first time.
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope, it is possible to reach the gym window from the... But there is no evidence to indicate this had happened. In
God
other
dang
words,
it.
It is just a guess.
It's got to be
and
this.
Then you add assumptions and hearsay to that guess. It is nothing more than deception.
Like, what do you mean?
I am referring to the rope. Now, with that rope,
Okay.
it is possible to reach the gym window from the 3rd floor
I think
window.
maybe I just didn't
But
get
there
it.
is no evidence to indicate this had
There we
happened.
go.
I'll cut through your words!
I don't know what happened that first time. That was a little weird, but...
I have evidence. The abrasions left on the window frames at the gym and the lab.
I can't believe she killed Ryoma. That's so... It's so out of left field to me.
Were those scratches from when the rope was tied to the window frame?
Like, I was legitimately expecting Tsumugi because she... Well, after Kokichi. Because she was just saying non-sequiturs for like the last half of this episode.
Just tying the rope to the frame wouldn't cause so much damage. The rope that was tied to the frames must have been weighed down significantly. The frames didn't break, but they were left with distinct marks.
Those scratches are proof that you used a rope to carry the body to the windowsill.
Wow, dude.
Oh? What's wrong, Kirumi?
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Hey, what's wrong? Hey, 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 hey!
He's being such a douchebag about it.
Is Kirumi quiet because that's what happened?
Yeah.
Please answer us, Kirumi. Shuichi is doing this for your sake.
If it is for my sake, then it would be much easier to forfeit.
Uh...
But I cannot allow that. Because I must do this for everyone.
Her whole ultimate Maid thing, dude. Oh my god. For everyone.
I have a duty and a responsibility. I must serve everyone and protect them.
Her ultimate ability made her freaking psychotic.
So I refuse to surrender. They won't forgive me if I do.
Who is they? What? Where is this coming from? Her response seems genuine. So what did she mean by everyone? Is she doing this for all our sakes? Am I wrong? Is Kirumi innocent? No, I'm wrong again.
Hey, Kirumi, who exactly is this everyone you're talking about?
Yeah, Kaito?
I've just got a weird feeling about this. When you said everyone, it felt like you weren't talking about us. It felt like you were talking about someone who isn't here.
Someone who isn't here?
Like her people from back home? She's seen her own motive video.
Someone outside of the academy?
Hey, do you think Kirumi saw her own motive video?
Yup, there we go.
Huh? The motive video?
You saw your important someone in danger, so you committed murder, right?
Is that true?
It's whoever she's supposed to be mating. Like Maiding.
I am so sorry for making such a mess. Because of that, I made all of you assume something unnecessary.
Unnecessary?
You saying I'm wrong? This everyone you're talking about?
Just tell us who it is.
It is all of you, of course.
No, I don't believe it.
Really? Do you swear to a tour?
Dude, your Atua doesn't matter.
Yes, really. So please believe me. I am not the culprit. I do not care what becomes of me, but I will not allow any of you to die.
This seems disingenuous.
Because I made a promise to Kaede. She wished for all of us to escape together. I want to fulfill my duties as the ultimate maid. I wish to serve everyone. So please believe me. You have to!
Nope, we were giving out blind benefit of the doubt before. You missed that train, dude.
Kirumi.
Are we totally sure Kirumi's the culprit? Maybe it's someone else.
If she's really seen her own motive video, dude.
Are we sure Kokichi isn't the culprit?
How rude.
Gonta just can't believe Kirumi would kill Ryoma.
Kirumi's breakfasts were the best. She always treated us so well.
Outside of everyone demanding stuff of her, it didn't really seem like she got much play this time around.
She really is like a mom.
Perhaps it was after she gained our trust that she saw her chance to strike.
You really are screwed up.
Screwed up from head to toe. Even through your clothes, I can tell.
Shuichi, please reconsider suspecting me as the culprit.
I don't know, dude.
You only suspect me because I was at the gym during nighttime yesterday, correct? But you cannot accuse me of being the culprit with that insufficient proof. It is still possible for Maki and Kaito to have gone to the gym. They do not have alibis.
Yeah, but you don't either.
They could have pretended to help Himiko, but secretly prepared the murder.
Which I thought Kaito had done earlier in the class trial.
When you put it that way, it does seem possible.
We can't accuse Kirumi just based on our alibis.
Guys, maybe suspecting Kirumi is wrong.
She's turning opinion off of her.
Yeah, maybe we should think it over one more time.
I made a promise. As the ultimate detective, I made a promise to seek the truth.
Tell him.
I made a promise to Kaede, so I'm not turning back now.
They're scared. They're scared that they have to accuse one of their friends of murder. So it's up to me. I have to do it. I'll use my detective work to prove it.
So you still believe I am the culprit? But there is no evidence to indicate that I am—
No, there is. I have proof that you're the culprit.
Really now?
I realized it when we determined that the ropeway was used to move the body.
The black piece of fabric, which I actually originally thought came from Ryoma.
If it was indeed Kirumi who moved the body with a makeshift ropeway, then the final clue falls into place.
Yup.
The final clue?
The damning evidence that proves Kirumi is the culprit.
Shuichi, won't you please tell me why you are so desperate to pin me as the culprit?
Obviously we don't want to accuse each other, but come on.
Don't you want to protect everyone?
It's so, like you couldn't have been farther off, to have Kirumi as the culprit, you couldn't have been farther off of my list of suspects if you weren't even in the game, dude.
I'm doing this because I want to protect everyone. Shuichi.
Then you're wrong. Your deduction is all wrong.
You can say that all you want, but you don't have any evidence to back it up.
Your words aren't going to convince me now. Not when I know the truth.
What truth? All you care about is your own reasoning. You don't even listen to others. I can't bet everyone's lives on a deduction made by a self-righteous brat.
Wow.
You can't save anyone!
No more doubts. I'm confident I'm right. I'm going to present everyone the evidence that proves she's guilty. Here we go. Where is it at?
This is it!
And you're done, dude.
The piece of black fabric in the pool. That's the final clue that proves you're guilty.
Yep.
It's been bothering me for a while. I couldn't figure out what it was. I thought it was just trash at first, but I couldn't dismiss it entirely.
I honestly thought it was gonna be Kaito.
Now that the class trial has come this far, I know for certain.
And then right when he didn't play into Kokichi's hands, then I was like, well, there goes my suspect.
It's an important piece of the puzzle, because like the inner tube, it's evidence the culprit couldn't dispose of.
Huh? Why not?
Using the ropeway, you could slide the inner tube from the lab to the gym. But how would you control it? If it kept sliding and hit the window, the momentum would have thrown the body off.
Potentially.
To prevent that from happening, the culprit needed some way to adjust the speed.
I thought they would have, like, used their hand?
For example, the culprit could have used their hands for friction.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what?
Oh, take your gloves off, Kirumi.
You're still wrong. Your logic is flawed.
Kirumi, why are you becoming increasingly erratic?
There is such absolute beauty in trying to fight against the truth.
What truth? That black cloth is just trash. You can't prove I'm the culprit with just that.
She must have uniforms that are missing fabric.
No, it's not just trash. It's proof that you're the culprit.
Finding out how that black fabric fits into this is the key to everything. I'll make it all clear now. Argument armament start.
You are incorrect. What is this truth?
What the heck?
That is just your empty deduction. You continue to confuse everyone.
What the heck is that a down thing?
You are incorrect.
Okay.
What is this truth?
Do we have to hold it down?
That is just your empty deduction.
What is that? I don't know what that is.
You continue to confuse everyone. You are incorrect.
Okay.
What is this truth?
Do we have to release it after we hold it or what?
In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake.
I get it now.
Because of your self-righteous truth,
there we go.
Everyone might die. In this class trial, everyone's life is at stake. Because of your self-righteous truth,
crap, dude.
Everyone might die.
Nope. Just you.
In this class trial, I completely understand your reasoning.
Clearly not.
But I will never accept it. It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit. You do not have any evidence.
Oh, there we go.
You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect everyone.
You keep saying that, but...
Why must you interfere? I completely understand your reasoning.
Crap, dude.
But I will never accept it.
Oh, it's just gonna block us.
It seems you wish to pin me as the culprit.
Oh, crap, dude.
You do not have any evidence. You are only providing us with speculation. I only wish to protect
Jesus, dude.
Why must you interfere? I completely understand
Oh,
your
man.
reasoning.
There we go.
What does that piece of trash prove?
Kirumi's gloves.
It ends here! The piece of fabric came from Kirumi's black glove.
Kirumi's glove?
Yeah.
If the culprit were slowing their descent by grabbing the rope with their hands,
It would have jacked up their hands with the friction.
there would have been a lot of friction, easily enough to cause rope burn. But our culprit was smart. They weren't burned because they weren't barehanded.
Yeah, the culprit had gloves on. One got all torn up from the friction and...
And it fell into pool?
Yup.
From what I remember, the only one who wears black gloves is Kirumi, right?
Not particularly true, but she wears full gloves.
The gloves on your hands now. I take it they're from your dorm?
The extra uniforms in our rooms are made of the same material we're wearing now. We can test my theory by comparing the fabric scrap with your glove.
Yup, it's gonna be the same material.
Well, Kirumi, will you allow us to compare the black fabric we found in the pool with your gloves?
Huh? What's the matter? Why are you sweating so much?
God dang it, dude. And half of my favorite characters just died in this one class, in this one chapter.
Kirumi, what's wrong?
In the end, I'm just like them. I'm scared of revealing the truth. Because it means that someone has to be sacrificed. But Kaede was scared too. She didn't let that stop her. She thought things through to the end. I faced the truth and doubted it and kept thinking and kept going. And this is where it led me. And I won't turn away from it.
I will show you the truth.
Right. Closing argument. Carried the rope. The evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. Handcuffed victim. What was used as a partition in the sink? Rubber inner tube. Piranhas swarming the tank. Where in the gym was the rope tied? Friction on glove. Before the murder, what was put on the victim's wrists? Handcuffs. There we go. What was taken from the pool? The black piece of fabric? Jim's window and frame. Where was the body carried to? Carried on the rope. Piranhas swarming in the tank. Okay, carried the rope. Where can we put that at? Hitting the brakes was tougher than expected. Oh, hey, we've already got this one. There we go. What was used to transport the body on the ropeway? The inner tube. No. Jim's window and frame. What was taken from the pool? No. Crap, dude. Where in the gym was the rope tied? Here we go. We've got this one. Jim's window and frame. There we go. And then the thin and long item the culprit took from the gym. Carried the rope. And then what was used as a partition in the piranha tank? Metal handcuffs and water. Piranha tank lid. And the evidence made of metal the piranhas didn't eat. Metal handcuffs in the water. And so, what do we have here left? Rubber inner tube. And what was used to transport the body on the ropeway? The hanged inner tube? Alright. And so now we've got the last one here. Piranhas swarming the water. Or swarming in the tank.
This is the truth of the case! The victim's body was found this morning during Himiko's underwater escape act.
Yep.
When we saw the piranhas in the tank, we thought that Himiko's escape failed.
But it was really just a trick.
Of course, it was all part of the act. Himiko's escape went perfectly. But when Angie opened the curtain in front of the tank, we saw Ryoma with piranhas swarming around him. Before any of us could react, the piranhas devoured Ryoma's body.
I'm just now remembering that the very first murder in this series was one of different genders. Oh well.
And all that was left were his bones and the handcuffs he was wearing. That horrifying sight was the finishing touch on the culprit's own twisted magic trick.
Wow.
The culprit obfuscated the time and place of the murder, implicating Himiko in the process.
Dang, they made Kirumi look absolutely insane. But, yeah.
In truth, the crime began last night, around 8:55 p.m. While preparing for the show in the gym, the culprit had a chance to be alone.
That's where she hatched her plan?
It was then that the culprit used the ladder to reach the piranha tank and removed the glass lid to put inside the tank.
Oh, yep.
They
Easy
used it
peasy.
as a partition to force the piranhas to one side of the tank.
And then the rope, where they knew it was at.
Next, the culprit took the rope from the stage wing in the gym. And used the ladder once more, this time to climb up to the gym's window.
The cracked skull then amounted to absolutely nothing. Which is, I thought that was gonna be a really important clue, but I guess not.
Once there, they opened the window and tied one end of the rope to the window frame. The rope was then thrown out the window toward the pool. These preparations were key for the culprit's elaborate plan.
You can underline elaborate, dude.
At nighttime, past midnight, the culprit asked Ryoma to meet at his lab. All the pieces were in place. The culprit was ready to murder.
And she got the, but his Shuichi.
First, the culprit knocked Ryoma out, probably striking him from behind.
Yeah.
Then, they put the handcuffs from the shower room on Ryoma's wrists.
I like how they drew the handcuffs on his leg, and then, like, but I guess you wouldn't have been able to get those off of him though, but oh well. Yeah.
And shoved his head into the sink filled with water.
Just wild.
From the water and the pain of drowning, Ryoma should have woken up and struggled. The culprit anticipated his resistance, which is why Ryoma was handcuffed.
That's a terrifying way to die, dude.
The struggle left scrapes on the cuffs and sink, but in the end, Ryoma succumbed. Ryoma was dead, but the culprit's plan had only just begun.
Crap.
They removed the cable from the tennis net and hung it from the window facing the pool. And then, at the pool, they connected the wire and the rope from the gym window.
This is just wildly savage to me.
They returned to the lab after picking up one last thing. The rubber inner tube that was in the pool's tool shed. Once back in the lab, the culprit pulled the cable, bringing up the rope.
Man.
They pulled until the rope was taut, then tied it to the lab's window frame. And thus, the gym and the lab windows were connected by a single rope. After making a hanger of sorts with another length of rope tied to the inner tube, they hung the inner tube on the rope connecting the windows.
Well, why did her motive video, dude? You have to know what was on it. Because it made her go freaking crazy.
That's how the culprit created the ropeway that was used to move the body. An impressive premeditated murder, but the culprit made two crucial mistakes.
The fabric in the pool and something else.
The culprit got on the inner tube with Ryoma's body and slid toward the gym. With the height difference between the windows, they would have built up quite some speed. To avoid crashing through the window, the culprit used a brake. They used their own hand to grip the rope and slow down. That would have caused significant rope burn had the culprit not been wearing gloves.
Her gloves must be obnoxiously thick.
But due to the friction, part of a glove tore off and dropped in the pool. Regardless, the culprit reached the window and put Ryoma's body into the piranha tank. The glass pane not only kept the piranhas and the body separated, it also kept the piranhas so close together, they concealed the body. After that, all the culprit had to do was untie the rope and the inner tube.
But I thought being in the pool at all, like being in the pool room at all, was instantly dying. Huh.
But that's when they made their second mistake.
Yep.
One end of the rope came loose, and the inner tube dropped into the pool.
Yeah, no way to get it.
Thus, the culprit was forced to leave two key pieces of evidence, the fabric and the inner tube. They couldn't retrieve the evidence because of the rule against swimming at nighttime.
Yeah.
And that's the whole story. Am I wrong, Kirumi Tojo? The ultimate maid?
Sucks to be you, dude. It's a tough sell.
Kirumi, that's the conclusion I reached. Do you have any objections?
No, she can't.
This is very, very unfortunate, Shuichi. My pride as a maid demands that I fulfill every request that I receive.
Did someone ask her to kill Ryoma?
But to end like this...
Does that mean you admit it?
Kirumi...
Why use your own gloves, though? The warehouse should have had plenty.
There weren't any. Obviously, she would have used them if they were available. Jeez, Monokuma provided everything but the gloves. That's pretty sadistic. But thanks to him, at least the game became way more interesting.
Man, he's got the Byakuya Togami problem. He's never gonna, like, at this stage, Kokichi committing a murder it's outlandish now to me. If he didn't do this one, then he's not gonna do one in the future. Same for Byakuya in the second case.
So, It's decided.
This case was decided the moment someone, who shall not be named, opened their big mouth.
Really? I don't really think that... I don't see how that bit of evidence had anything to do with anything, but whatever.
But we don't know that. Maybe the real culprit is someone nobody expects.
That is right. No need to worry.
Oh, Monodam, you're like a mommy taking care of her sick child.
All right, let's go! The heart-racing excitement as the Blackened and the Spotless finally face off! It's voting time!
Yup. Only one person we can really pick. Kirumi Tojo, the ultimate maid.
Now then, it seems the voting has finished. Let's see the result.
Yep. Results. Someone voted for us? Oh, probably Kirumi.
Who'll be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one?
That seems extremely petty at this point in the game, but whatever. Oh man, she was so cool. Well, we need to find out more about why she did this. Crap. We got an A at least. Alright. So we're gonna go ahead and find out about what her execution's gonna be. That's all gonna be next time though, so definitely join me then for more Danganronpa V3 Killing Harmony. Bye for now, guys.